The first question I want to ask is like, and anybody can feel comfortable asking this, preferably from the women's side first. What do you think is the biggest problem between black men and black women? And if you want to speak first, you can say your name, let people know who's talking, and then you can go from there.
Do I look like I got something to say?
Yes, always.
Yeah, you ready.
There are a number of things that are wrong. I can't really put my finger on one in particular. What do you consider a problem? Like
Answering the question.
answering the question.
That's a problem for you to say.
The answer to my question was okay.
No, it's like, what do you like? Problem, like, what's the biggest issue between black men and black women? Like, what keeps them from like uniting? Like, what's
The distance.
Can I speak, please?
You go ahead.
Latoya here. This is my opinion, based off of what I live, you know. Competition with each other. For some odd reason, there's a competition with men and women in relationships nowadays.
And when you say competition, what exactly do you mean?
When I say competition, I mean like the other party, maybe one party is feeling some type of way with the other party if they maybe make a certain action, maybe a career move, maybe a goal that, you know, they have planned, that they succeeded that goal, they conquered that, and the other person maybe hasn't reached their goal or maybe don't even have one. So then there becomes a competition with the two.
So have you experienced competition between, matter of fact, I'm talking to Makeup. Have you experienced competition between you and any man that you dated or been with? Because this is like the first time at least putting those terms, I've never heard it like that.
Yes, I've experienced competition between me and a fellow someone, but I didn't really feel like it was competition. I just felt like we were working together, but not necessarily at the same pace. So it made it seem like, well, you're working harder than me when we're actually working towards the same goal. But I really don't even think that it stems from, well, I mean, I understand what she's saying, but I really think that it's like a cultural thing. Meaning like black, white, because if you look in other different ethnics or different religions and stuff, they kind of unite a little bit differently than the African American community. I really feel as though as a black woman, black men, black women look towards white women because that's pretty much all we've known as far as like the stereotypical person. And then they think like, okay, well, like, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and just, you know, well, I kind of lost my train of thought. But
You're talking about unity and how it's different.
yeah, it's different among the cultures, but at the same time, it's like the black women, the black men, they look at white women like, okay, this is what I want, you know, this is who I feel like I should have. And really that's not it, because I mean, as you see now, the culture, everybody's going, like, you got the black men going white women. I don't really see, are you into white men?
I mean, I've seen a couple of them that I would.
Have you slept with a couple of them?
No, I've never slept with a white man before.
Have you
Or
ever slept with a
someone
white man?
outside of my.
Yeah.
Can she finish?
See, we done sidetracked.
You ready?
Wait. Never mind. Never mind. Next question. Because
Before we get off this topic, I got a beautiful black wife. First off, to touch on what you were saying though, like, I feel you though, like, but the competition be more or less like, okay, let's say I got this car, I got these clothes, I got this jewelry. When really, y'all competing because, and you know, this ain't the fix, this is just my opinion. I feel like you competing because you come in a situation not looking as, we gonna be a team, more or less, I'm me, you. You know what I mean? Like, I still don't look good on my own, possibly to attract other people. It could be, or just could be an ego thing, you know what I mean? But that's where the competing starts, because y'all don't look at each other like, it's me and you.
I got a question though. So do you think there's ever a control thing?
Yeah.
Because see, okay, hear me
What
out.
do you mean control?
See, a woman is dominant, but a man is more dominant.
What?
See, a
If he knows how to lead.
Yes, but listen, a woman, especially a single woman that raises her kids on her own woman, and a man come in the picture, I mean, she's already dominant. I mean,
Even if a lot of men do not like that. And there's another competition. There's another part of competition right
You
there.
have to be a weak man to not be able.
I
like,
agree with you 100%.
I see where you going with it, but I just want to dial back, far back, before we just go there. I understood what you were saying about the competition. It kind of leads off to a question that I was saying, and it's like the question was like, could you be with a woman who make more money than you? And like, so I can see where that competition part come in at, because I don't care what no man say. It's a level of insufficiency you feel when your woman make more money than you.
Ego.
Because it's ego,
Yes.
and plus
Horrible
you said horrible.
Ego.
Ego's not a horrible thing.
To a point, to an
ego
extent.
keep you in check. It keep you self. You know what I'm saying? It keep
You know you should keep your ego in check.
Like, what do you mean?
Like you should check
when,
yourself.
when you say if a man say he feels funny for being with a woman who makes more than him, how's that ego that needs to be checked?
Because she's obviously with you, not for the same thoughts of like what you thinking. So check your ego. Like
Well,
don't get all in your feelings.
This is not an emotional statement.
That is, I
This is
don't
not an emotional statement.
Agree.
I completely disagree because it is the ego, because the man's, instead of
I'm not
looking
saying
at
it's not
the-
ego. I'm saying how is it a bad ego? Ego necessarily
saying check
don't,
your ego.
don't make it a bad thing.
Okay, because the
Y'all
man
understand?
is making it about himself and where he's feeling, insufficient, instead of making it about we got a power structure
Right.
here.
Do you think
And that's why
together.
it's an ego thing, and that's why it's to the detriment of the relationship. But I also think that we're in competition because as black people, we are in survival mode. So when we get together, we still trying to survive, and we don't necessarily trust each other with our lives. And so that's.
Are you
that's
saying like, well, now, I'm not talking like black people as a community. We talking about men and women. Are you saying that a man and woman don't trust each other with their lives? Is that what you're
I
saying?
say a lot of times they don't.
Like in what situations?
In any situation, but right now I'm talking about specifically with relationships,
Yeah.
where we were talking about men and women, a male and a woman competing with each other in the relationship. A lot of people don't trust their mate not to cheat, let alone with their lives. A lot of people don't trust their mate to have complete control over their finances. A man that's threatened by a woman making more than him, clearly there's some
Your
distrust there.
verbiage is kind of messed up because you say feel threatened. When I'm talking about the man, what he feels inside of himself. I'm saying no man feels adequate when his woman's making more money than him. It's
I
natural
understand.
for a man to lead the household. So that's a natural feeling for him
Right,
not
so
to
he
feel
feels
that.
like his position as the man, as the king of the castle, is threatened because the woman is making more money than him. Am I wrong?
It could be, but it's always how the woman relates to the situation. And this is what I mean when I say this. Women abuse power.
Because women will
Some-
use
Hold on. Now,
That's
it's-
true.
women abuse power. So it's like
Sometimes.
men who've been. That's why I say it's hard for me to accept things from women because I don't feel like women give you things. I feel like they invest in you. I feel like every time women, it's something in your brains and shit that's just like, I remember one day I sucked his dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like because every time